In what many are calling the beginning of a modern American Civil War, recent moves by President Donald Trump in his second term have sparked shockwaves from coast to coast, from California to New York, and across other Democrat-controlled states. The very institutions that keep the American system running are under direct assault. Let's break it down. Graduation cap war on education. Trump's administration recently declared new restrictions aimed at banning universities from enrolling foreign students. This is more than just immigration policy. It's a direct confrontation with the country's top academic institutions. A move like this isn't just bureaucratic. It's symbolic. It's a statement that the government is now willing to cut off the very engine of research, innovation, and international collaboration that has long powered American progress. Oncoming bus mass deportations for political gain. In an aggressive push to reshape the electoral map, Trump has greenlit a sweeping campaign to deport Latino and African migrants, not just undocumented individuals, but even long-cell families from the East and West Coasts. This isn't just about border control. It's about demography. It's about shifting the voter base to secure a permanent Republican stronghold, books erasing Black history. Meanwhile, Republican strongholds like Florida and Georgia have moved swiftly to ban the teaching of African American history in schools. These bans aren't being hidden, they're being celebrated, and it's a chilling sign of where the culture war is heading. Women targeted. Again, let's not forget the reversal of Roe v. Wade, a moment that forced millions of women to carry unwanted pregnancies, a strategic decision, many believe, aimed at increasing white birth rates and preserving a particular vision of America's future. For many, it seemed unbelievable, until it wasn't. Person face-palming, why didn't we see this coming? So where were the warnings? Why didn't more people stand up before it got this far? Well, many did warn us. People of color, academics, journalists, activists, but far too many ignored them or believed that Trump would never return to power. And yet, here we are, person shrugging the Democrats' failure. But let's not pretend the Democrats are blameless. President Biden failed to ease the pain of inflation. He looked the other way as Netanyahu's government ramped up deadly military campaigns in Gaza, alienating progressive voters, and feeding into public fatigue with a party that talks about values but often fails to deliver on them. By the time the 2024 election rolled around, Kamala Harris, for all her strengths, was up against a much more disciplined, vengeance-driven Trump who had learned from his 2020 mistakes. Brain, not just rage. Strategy. And here's the thing. Trump's second term isn't just about vengeance. It's strategic, methodical, calculated. It's about reshaping America from the top down, remaking the institutions, shifting the demographics, and using power ruthlessly. The left as a whole has failed to grasp just how willing Trump is to tear down the system in order to rebuild it in his image. Dollar banknote the real winners, the 1%. And as always, while the masses fight each other, the elite profit. The wealthiest 1%, the same class that benefited from the last Civil War, are poised to come out on top once again. While Americans are divided across racial and gender lines, the ultra-rich continue to dominate media, politics, and the economy. The poor will become poorer. The rich will get even richer. Federal troops in California, in a dramatic escalation. Federal troops have been deployed to California. A statewide curfew is now in place. This isn't politics as usual. This is military-level suppression. Unless those same troops turn their backs on the government and join the people, we're heading into a very dark chapter of American history. Megaphone final thoughts. What happens next? Will the country rise up? Will Americans finally unite across lines of race and class to stand against authoritarian rule? Or are we watching the final days of the American experiment unfold in real time? Drop your thoughts in the comments. We're listening.